This is B. Kent with the Daily Algo here at Algorithm PD, where potential candidate Mr. Jimmy Kline is here to meet and greet the citizens of our city. He says that he's waiting for the youth group to come through, so we're just here waiting, and hopefully we'll be able to interview some candidates who may have questions, personal questions for Mr. Kline. This is B. Kent. We'll soon be interviewing these individuals you see behind us, and hopefully we'll get some insight on Mr. Kline. Stay tuned. And we're back. This is B. Kent with the Daily Algo. We're going to start the interview process here. We have a couple of candidates here in support of Mr. Kline. We're just going to go down the line, figure out who they are, and see what they have to say to our citizens of Algorithm on why they should vote for Mr. Kline. Here we go. Excuse me, sir. What is your name?
Hi, I'm Scott Savage.
Mr. Savage. This is B. Kent with the Daily Algo. How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. I mean, we're here. Another day in paradise.
I see. How do you feel about Mr. Kline's chances for becoming the next chief of PD?
I feel like that he has a good odds. He comes with a lot of want, and he has big plans and stuff. So as long as that can be relayed to the people, there's good chances.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to say to the citizens of Algorithm yourself?
At the end of the day, it's we're all doing this for the better of the city. Regardless of who it is, just go with, I guess, your gut.
All right. Strong words from Mr. Savage. Let's continue to move down the line. Excuse me, sir. What is your name?
I'm Patrick Merle.
Mr. Murrow. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Murrow, how do you feel about Mr. Kline's chances of becoming the next candidate and representative of the chief of PD of Algorithm?
Well, I mean, as somebody who hasn't been on the force very long, it's just a democratic process. I think at this point we've got to trust the citizens and their vote at this point. I think that both Kline and Lewis are capable officers and could both do the job very well. So.
Okay, is there anything you would like to say to the citizens of Algorithm?
Just that I'm glad to be here in the city, glad to be one of you guys as police officers.
All right. A dedicated officer to the cause. Moving down the line, excuse me, miss. What is your name?
It's Gabby.
Miss Gabby, how do you feel about Mr. Kline's chances here for the next chief of police of Algorithm?
I think this has a good chance. We need a good chance.
I'm sorry.
And he's looking out for the kids.
Oh, you are a part of the youth group.
Yes, ma'am.
Does this youth group have a name?
Kids next door.
Oh, Kids Next Door. This is optional, you don't have to. Do you want to explain how you came to meet Mr. Kline?
He found me on my bike.
Oh, how's your experience been with Mr. Kline personally?
Wow, personally, he's a good friend. He's a good mentor. He's getting me off of the street and teaching me how to be a better citizen of the city.
Oh, this is news. Is there anything you would like to say to the citizens of Algorithm, Miss Gabby?
No, I'm good.
Okay, a shocking twist of events. We have the youth group Kids Next Door, who seems to show strong support for Mr. Kline. This is something that the other candidate, Mr. Lewis, does not have. So it'd be interesting to see if we can get to speak to any more of them, but this is a good look. Moving down the line to this next gentleman in all white. Sir, can you please give us your name?
Yeah, I'm Jay Miles.
Mr. Miles, how do you feel about Mr. Kline's chances of becoming the next chief of PD for Algorithm?
I think I think he has really good chances. There's a lot of benefits that come with him. The former chief, the one we're kind of running against, there's not, he's a really good candidate as well. I mean, he's very fit for the job, but there's a few things that a lot of people, you know, dislike about choices he makes, decisions he makes. I don't know, just me, but I'm pretty sure a city's not going to want an officer that lets the anger get the best of him. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I mean, we got to really pay attention to who we're picking here. It's not all about, you know, knowledge at the end. It's more about who's best fit for the city, you know, and a lot of people are looking at it for who's best fit. They're just looking at it as favoritism. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it really all comes up to the people. I feel Kline is the best, you know, candidate for the position, seeing as that, you know, he's done a lot for the community. He helps. I mean, look, he's keeping kids off the streets. It's just, there's a lot of good things, and I feel honestly in my heart that he would be the best candidate for chief.
That is true. I'm very impressed with the track record of keeping the children and the youth off the street and providing them with better alternatives. So it is safe to say that you are in full support of Mr. Kline, Mr. Miles.
Yes, ma'am, 1,000%.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to say to the citizens of Algorithm personally?
Yeah, stop going off of favoritism and let's try to figure out who the best candidate and the best fit for the position is, rather than who's your favorite.
Okay. Strong words from Mr. Miles. Okay, so this is our candidate hopeful right here. We will get to him last, and let's see if we can get some words from this young gentleman. Sir, can you please let us know your name?
My name is Javon Demons.
I'm sorry?
My name is Javon Demons.
Mr. Demons?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Demons, how do you feel about Mr. Kline and his chance of becoming the next chief of PD?
Honestly, just recently met him, but I really like him. He gave me a chance, and I feel like he should have a chance at it too. He seemed like a good guy. He know how to carry the whole team, make sure we all got our heads on right. He ain't all about just power. He want to see us all doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and you are a cadet. You said you just met him, correct?
Yeah, I'm a cadet.
Actually, just hired him on something like a week ago.
Yeah.
A week ago. How's your first week been under Mr. Kline?
I'm really liking it. I'm really loving it. He making sure I know everything. He teaching me from the bottom up. So I really get this guy my whole up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, very strong words from Mr. Demons. Do you have anything you would like to say personally to the citizens of Algorithm?
Just say, y'all said, just make sure y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Okay, right. We have positive reviews from newly hired cadet Mr. Demons. And here is the man of the hour himself, Mr. Jimmy Kline. Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good.
How are you feeling today?
I feel good. I got a great support team here. Thank every single one of these guys for their time today that they took out of their personal time or their duty time to sit here and support me, and I really appreciate every one of them.
There is something I would like to ask. I have never personally heard of the Kids Next Door. Is this a movement that you are planning to do for the city of Algorithm? Can you care to explain?
It's something I've been working on a little bit behind the scenes. You know, we have a lot of youth throughout the city that want to steer in the right direction. I want to keep out of trouble, keep off the streets, keep the drugs away from them, kind of steer them in the right direction for, you know, future families and future children that would come to the city of Algo.
Okay. I would like to ask you a couple of questions as kind of like a personal interview. It's not the questions that will be asked at the debate tomorrow, but just more general questions. Typically, if you want to do it out here, we can, but we do have a lot of outside noise.
Yeah, so I'm very big on transparency. So anything that I talk about, I'm going to talk about not only in front of my officer.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Oh, stand by!
Are you all right, Gabby?
Are you okay?
Gabby.
Somebody help. Is there a doctor in the house?
Shit.
Breaking news, one of the children seemed to have passed out. We're getting emergency services here on the double.
So nervous.
This interview stuff, shit.
What should we get to eat?
Yeah.
That bad.
It's all right, Gabby. We'll get you some help.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay.
It's
I
okay.
was just nervous.
Is there EMS personnel?
Just hold my hand. We'll get you some help.
You heard me.
Some honey buns.
Oh, this is amazing. Mr. Kline.
Stay with me here. We've got a wonderful EMS.
Mr. Kline is saving Miss Gabby.
All right, Miss Gabby here forgot to eat.
Yeah.
She just got a little bit hungry and got kind of lightheaded, so let's get her some help and get her down to pillbox. Take really good care of her. She's one of my youth group students.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Kline. Oh, what a swift
Can you do me
reaction.
a favor and take one of the vehicles down and grab her and escort her back up here, please?
Yes, sir.
I got her.
Thank you, Mr. Demons. Thank you, Savage.
Mr. Kline,
All right.
swift reaction and commendable response time. Oh,
Thank you.
I've never seen anything like this. This is amazing.
Awesome. All right, so back to what I was saying. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
I'm big on transparency. If there's something that the city wants to hear, wants to know, or my officers, I don't do anything behind closed doors. I'm very transparent with not only just the officers, but with the civilians and the citizens of Algo. If they need to know, I need to know, and what I need to know, they need to know. So when it comes to stuff like that, I'm very open book.
The questions I was going to ask, there's nothing personal and nothing about the job, but it's just generic get to know you questions that, you know, people probably might want to know if they want to know the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Nothing too serious, of course. Do you wish to wait for Mrs. Gabby's return, or?
Oh no, she's okay. She's getting the proper medical help. She'll be okay. She'll be back.
So are you wanting to have the interview now?
Yeah, we can continue.
Do you want to do it outside, or do you want to go inside?
It's kind of up to you. It's wherever you want to do the interview at.
Step inside. Let's step inside. So there's
I prefer inside, yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah,
noise
let's
is
go
on.
inside.
Okay, we're going to get set up inside, folks. We'll be back in a few with the interview with Mr. Kline. This is B. Kent with the Daily Algo. We have set up once again in the media room of APD, where we currently have Mr. Jimmy Kline, the other candidate who is in the running for Chief of Police, standing behind me. Now, just like yesterday, we'll be asking him a series of questions to which he will answer that will kind of give us an insight into Mr. Kline, the person. And tomorrow's questions would be an insight into Mr. Kline, the candidate. So, here we go, everybody. Mr. Kline, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, first question. Let's get closer. First question. Can you share a personal experience or story that has shaped your approach to law enforcement and community service?
Yeah, so there's been quite a few. I mean, there's not a lot to name, but there's quite a bit to name. But I'd have to say earlier in my career, as a law enforcement officer, I met with a young lady who was with a woodpecker. I'm not sure if you're aware of the woodpecker sign over there by the motels. She was on the woodpecker side, and she had a firearm out, and I was an early cadet early in my career. She was shooting the woodpecker sign because the woodpecker was destroying the sign, and she wasn't happy about it. So I went up there and I sat down with her and talked with her for a while, and got her some help, the medical attention that she needed, and that was what really kind of got me into law enforcement and becoming an officer and trying to move up through the ranks to reach out to the community and help the community in any way I could.
Okay, it seems Mr. Kline does have a very strong passion for helping the youth. This is very admirable. Okay, question number 2. What motivates you to serve as the chief of police?
So in my past experience, the main thing that has really kind of bothered me or really kind of been PD isn't fun. I strive to make PD fun. I strive to make it professional, but to make these guys have a good time when they're on duty. I don't want these guys constantly serious, wanting to, you know, do their job, write their tickets, and go home. I want these guys to wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm excited to go to work. I'm excited to be there. I can't wait to talk with my chief and my fellow officers. And then on top of all that, listening to what they have to say, making changes that's going to benefit not only the cities of Algorithm, but the department in itself. Um, whether that be better vehicles, better uniforms, different subdivisions that will help them with their tools for doing the job correctly. It doesn't even have to be that in depth. I mean, it could be as something as better food in the kitchen for snack time. Um, you know, uh, just making it so that these guys enjoy their job and enjoy what they do.
Okay, so employee happiness is very important to you as well. This is
Yeah,
good to
because
know.
if you have happy officers, you're going to have people that want to do their job and do their job correctly and efficiently. If you have people who are frustrated or irritated with the job itself, they're not going to want to do their job the way it should be, and they're not going to do it efficiently.
Yes, happy employees mean quality work. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, next question. Question number 3. What is your leadership style?
Transparency. I'm a very open book. I want the public to be able to understand what is going on with PD and PD to be able to understand what's going on with me. I'm not a favoritism type of person. If you're doing your job, you're doing it thoroughly and efficiently, there's going to be, you know, rewards for your hard work and your determination. It's not going to be hours and hours and constant work and dedication and bettering yourselves and not getting anything in return for it. And I feel that's what the issue has been in the past. Is guys are struggling and working and doing what they have to do, but they don't have no rewards. No positive repercussions for their actions.
Okay, so transparency is a big issue for you. That's good. That's good. Okay, fourth question. In your opinion, what is the most significant challenge facing law enforcement today in algorithm?
So I think the biggest challenge is having the good quality deputies on. I'm more about quality than I am quantity. We need good officers that are going to do a good job, and it's not a numbers game. If I can have 10 officers that do a phenomenal job and get the job done, and I don't have to worry about those 10 officers because I know they do a great job, that gives me more time to find officers that need to be worked with. Um, Prime example, Mr. Demon here. He is a brand new officer. He is very greenhornish, if we call it. He's starting from the scratch. So these other officers that I have behind me, they know what they're doing. They do a great job. So I don't have to worry about helping them or doing anything with them. I could concentrate and spend my time with Mr. Demon and mold him and grow him into an officer that these other three behind me are. And that's what I like. That's what I want. At the end of the day, the department struggles with structure, so we need to have a open book structure where your leadership is not just stuck to leadership. They're communicating with other officers, they're talking with other officers, they're asking opinions, they're getting feedback from the city. It's not just stuff that's made for let's say, high command. Decisions aren't being made by just high command and not getting the opinion or the input from the rest of the department. So that's a struggle that will definitely change if I'm elected chief. I have a lot of new and upcoming ideas that you guys will hear about at the debate tomorrow. Yeah, that's just my main focus.
Okay, so quality over quantity, and Mr. Demon, in case you watchers have forgotten, is our cadet on the left behind Mr. Kline, from my point of view. Next question. I do apologize as this was not asked of the candidate yesterday. However, it is only being asked because earlier today it was noticed. So earlier today, a tweet was sent out by the infamous Flex Carter stating, "I've been granted a one-time phone use to let you know I'm still here and I have unfinished business. See you tomorrow, algorithm." Care to comment on that tweet?
There was a comment on it? There was, or do I want to comment on it?
I'm asking you, Mr. Kline, do you care to comment about that tweet?
I haven't been made aware of the comment yet. This is the first time hearing of it, so this time I won't comment on it until I can dig into a little bit more and figure out how he got that phone. I know myself personally have been down there and have confiscated phones from him in the past. So let me do some digging in on that, and I'll have a better answer for you tomorrow at the debate.
Okay, we'll make a note of that. And final question. What do you do to decompress after a hard day? For example, is there a Mrs. Kline?
No, there is no Mrs. Kline. There's a Mrs. Claus, but not a Mrs. Kline.
Okay, so what do you do to decompress after a hard day?
So usually after a hard shift, I usually like to get with the guys and just kind of talk about our day, decompress, kind of hang out, relax. I have a few friends in the city that I talk to, but mainly I'll go and I'll hang out with the youth group. Them kids are great, and they're very well behaved for now. And then I go and I hang out and spend some time with them, and then I love my sleep, so I go home and sleep.
Yes, sleep is very important. Okay, Mr. Kline, that is it for the questions. As you can see here, folks, Mr. Kline definitely values transparency. He is looking to bring quality over quantity to the police department so that he may work on bringing up more quality officers, such as our cadet, Mr. Demon, over here, as he stated earlier. And as you can see, this is looking to be a very interesting debate between both candidates tomorrow, Friday, at 7 p.m. EST. So we would like to thank Mr. Kline for his time. And this is B. Kent with the Daily Algo. We'll be signing off. Thank you.